2 hours?
No. Hi, everyone. Welcome back for another live. Colleen here, and we're preparing for our 14-day ADF challenge. I have put the free downloadable instructions, information in the description box so you could download it as a PDF. And I'll also throw it in the chat for those who are coming in. Hi, how you doing? I hope you guys were able to watch the prepare for the 14-day challenge video, binge watch some videos, prepare yourself. I hope you were able to get some good resources, and read books, study articles. I hope you were able to hear podcasts or interviews from true ADF gurus or intermittent fasting pros and medical professionals. And hi, everyone. That is really a crucial part of you succeeding on any kind of intermittent fasting protocol. Once again, as you're coming in, the PDF, the free download is in the description box. It's the only thing in the description box. Hi, Daya. And I will throw it in the chat. Go ahead and download it. If you're seeing this after May 1st, it is never too late. Can you go wipe your nose? It's mommy night, so I'm not going to stay too long. I know I say that all the time, but I'm really not staying too long. That's why I'm on late today. I had to finish cooking, made some curry chickpeas for the boys. They love that. And they come first. So tonight, I just wanted to share the documents and a Q&A, just a basic Q&A. Ask me anything that you have questions on as you go over the document. Thank you. Ask me anything that you want clarity on before tomorrow. May 1st will be a feast day. I always start my challenges with a feast day. It's a good beginner friendly because my approach is always beginner friendly. You can be a veteran. I don't really cater to veterans, although I've been fasting for many years. I'm always catering to newbies and or people who are restarting. Having a feast day first is just a good warm-up motivation. And plus, with the dates coming up, Cinco de Mayo, we have Mother's Day in the USA. With the first day feast day, it ends up being feast days on both of those holidays, which, I want you to have your margaritas and your cake to celebrate. So first day is feast day. I would love everybody to stay together. If you're already on your ADF journey and just want to join in as, motivation and community, have at it. We welcome you. But we're all starting. May 1st is feast day. May 1st is feast day. My face card. Oh, bless you. This is, I was working from home all day, cleaning, trying to get my taxes done, and cooking. So I look a hot mess, but thank you. I threw on some makeup just for you. You couldn't find me on Facebook. Oh, that is something else I need to add to the description box. Let me give you the the Facebook. Yeah, so the Facebook group, I am going to be active in there as the challenge goes on. It's a 14-day challenge, 2 weeks. I usually like 7-day challenges because it's just like a wake up, but I listen to the people that want 14 days. So 14 days. I'm rooting for you. 14 days is wonderful. Head over to Facebook. If you have a Facebook, join the group. If you don't have a Facebook, get one, join the group. It's free. It's focused. It's inspirational. It's motivational. It's educational. And I haven't been there in a minute, and the last time I checked, it was 22,000. It's over 26,000 members now. That is awesome. Speaking of, I wanted to clear up my I take drugs for weight loss video. I was informed that there was a post in the Facebook group about it, and the reason I made that video is because exactly what I wanted to avoid, which was people not knowing that I take Vyvanse. Vyvanse is a stimulant drug that is prescribed to those with binge eating disorder and or ADHD. Okay. Let me close my window because I don't need my neighbors knowing my business. All right, we ain't that close. I've been saying that I take Vyvanse since as early as I can remember. But I know because it is thrown on top of so many other things that it is probably more than likely overlooked by many. Even if you're a longtime follower, some people may not even listen to that point. But I've made it a point to point out, I made it a point to point that I take medication to help my brain be able to be normal like others. And so I always say you don't have to struggle, you don't have to suffer in silence if something is incredibly hard for you. It's like if you have high cholesterol, you've been eating oats, working out, and stop eating meat, and you still have high cholesterol. What's the next best thing? Maybe to go on the statin, maybe to take the medication. If you are having the same results in and out, and you go to your doctor, and your doctor hears the woe and prescribes you something, that means you're eligible for this. You may need it. So that's what I wanted to share. If you feel deceived, listening skills are important. If you don't need anything, if you are strong on your own, that is wonderful. That means you and I are not in the same boat. You have a much higher threshold for patience than I do, which those with ADHD and or binge eating, we have high impulse. Our impulsivity is very low, and we seek dopamine in most things. That's why we take more risks, even die earlier. So if I needed it, I went. I'd even suggest it. The doctor was like, "Yeah, we have something for that." I was like, "Oh, really? That's interesting." And I told the story. Okay, I told the story about when I first started back in January of 2021 to March 2021 and how I lost 10 pounds just by being on the medication, just by being able to maybe say no, which is important, like, yeah, or respectfulness cues, not to overeat. That it just did simple things that I looked at other people like, how do you do, like, how do you have the plate and not want to eat the entire container and then you have leftovers? Like, why? Those things were abnormal to me. So it just made me have regular cues. It took me from obsessed to, huh, okay, I could say no. I only lost 10 pounds. When I turned to alternate day fasting now, that's when I got the results. Just for you, like anyone else, it's not easy. So it's simple, but it's not easy. It's not to say that Vyvanse made alternate day fasting easy. It didn't. But it put me at the same starting line as folks who don't suffer from a mental disorder when having relationships with food. You understand? It's like putting an autistic child in a room with non-autistic children. They're starting at a further line than the others. What medication helped me do was start at the same line as those who are regulated. Okay. Transparency, transparency, transparency. It is not a shortcut. It is not. I I still plateaued like everybody else. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. And if you feel like I deceived you, I don't know how, because I've been transparent since for years about Vyvanse and taking Vyvanse and sharing, because mental health is a very serious thing for me. That's why I preach so much about mindset and how if you don't correct your mindset, you will never lose weight. You will never lose weight. Somebody will have to tie you up in a dungeon, cover your mouth with duct tape for you to lose weight, because if it's left up to your own devices, it won't happen. That's the mindset is so powerful. You will succeed or fail horribly, just depending on what's in between your ears. All right. So let me know your questions. Once again, the PDF is in the description box. Join the Facebook group. I'll add the link again later. This is not going to be a long live. I'm peeking in. Tomorrow I will check it. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check in tomorrow. I'm not doing nothing. On Friday, I'm going out with the girls. We're going to go see Sinners together. All 5 of us going to Times Square. We out. All right. We're going to be watching the movies. I will not check in on Friday, unfortunately, which is going to be our first fast day. But I will send you motivational messages on post. Okay, Avery, how can I help you?
Hi.
Don't even. What do you want to say? Hi?
Yes.
Say hi to who? Your aunties? Okay, let's see. Yes, please like the video. Please comment under the video your questions, comments. Like the replayers, I need you guys to engage with the video, whether it's a heart, whether it's your success stories, whether it's questions, because this is a community. You're going to need the information spread. That's why I'm really urging you guys to join the Facebook group. I will be checking in a Facebook group throughout this challenge. You can lose 2 to 5 pounds throughout the challenge. So I also put that in the PDF, what you could expect. Also, I want you to know, I really, truly want you to know that you are not guaranteed weight loss. You could lose nothing. Sometimes our bodies, our metabolisms, our innards are so warped, damaged, disabled throughout the years of yo-yo dieting, inflammation, chronic disease, that when you introduce something like fasting, sometimes it's just cleaning up. Before it can even start doing weight loss, it has to just clean up. So some people, here we go. Some people that are really metabolically damaged will have to spend a significant amount of time fasting before the fast could actually work on eating at fat. Sometimes it just really needs to clean up. It needs to deflame. It needs to repair, all those amazing qualities that come from fasting. It's gonna, so you're not guaranteed weight loss. Never forget these words by Jen Stevens. Don't forget this, okay? Fasting is a health plan with weight loss as a side effect. This is why I tell you, please read. Because It'll give you so much peace knowing what fasting can and cannot do, the outcomes that you can expect, and what you'll be solving along the way. 14 days is enough to get you into the pattern. You may not lose anything in 14 days. You may need to get to the 30 to see something. So here's what you can expect by the end of 14 days. 1 pound. If you lose 2 pounds, you're doing amazing. Okay? A lot of us are inflamed, so you can expect, you could hope for, I'll say more, you can hope for 2 to 5 pounds, but you can expect 2 pounds. All right? I know that sounds wild for what you're about to embark on. You feel like you should be losing 20 pounds. No, no, because no. If you lose 2 pounds, congratulations. You are a fasting queen, goddess, empress. All right? Have a low expectation when it comes to weight loss. And that way, if you do end up losing 8 pounds in 2 weeks, you'll be like, whoa, I can't believe it. I was only expecting to lose 0.5. Okay? Please have your expectations very low. You are not guaranteed weight loss. But what you are guaranteed is a better control of your eating. You're more mindful, and you're clearing up. You're clearing up your insides, especially if you're getting older. And these are the ages that illnesses really rear their ugly head. Like, you have nothing if you're dead. The body don't matter, the face don't matter, the clothes, the car, the land, the house. It doesn't matter if you're fat, sick, and nearly dead. Okay. I'm already doing ADF. Today is fast day and tomorrow is feast day. This challenge lines up perfectly. It does. I'm like you, and I understand needing something to help with this fight, but it's just a fight. I appreciate your honesty. You're very welcome. 185.52. I'm not disciplined, so I'm here for this. We're all in this together. Do I need to separate you guys? Same for Renee, except I'm exactly 2 weeks in. Feast day tomorrow. Nice. Perfect. I love it when the stars align. Can I still be a part of this group? Absolutely. This group, this challenge is more so on YouTube, but I kind of let my Facebook peeps know first. So they got the PDF early since this afternoon. If they have any questions, I'll answer. I have more like Avery, come here. Come here. This is why I do not have this is why I don't do lives while I have. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. What is all that noise about? I don't know. Like, what are you gagging on? Can I have some respect for the live, please? Before I have my aunties whip you. Whip your butt. I'm so sorry, y'all. This is ghetto. Okay, you have to turn it down or go back in the room, but you have to leave Ari alone, please. All right? I've incorporated D3 and K2 capsules, 5,000 once every 2 days. I have observed I am craving milk Mm, I wouldn't say there's a correlation. I don't, unless you're having fortified milk that has D3 in it. But no, there's no correlation. I can't, like, real milk. I can't remember the last time I had real milk. The PDF is in the description box, and I'll also throw it in the chat again. Oh, no, that's Facebook. Sorry. Let me give you the PDF link. Avery, your aunties are saying hi. Ari, your aunties are saying hi. Okay, do you know what an auntie is? Do you know what an auntie is?
I don't know.
Look at your face. Say hi, this is Ari.
Hi, Mrs. Ari.
Yeah, well, you are Ari. This is my bestie. He's a Pisces. Why are you sad? You could come say hi too. You want to come say hi? Anybody recommend a good fasting app? Can somebody recommend a good fasting app? Does fasting make your teeth white? I don't think so. No. I use baking soda though. The joys of having kids.
I'm gonna type something.
Oh yeah, so I didn't even put the link, but I was gonna say about the Legos. You want to show that Lego?
What Lego?
What do you mean, the Lego in your hand? This is a typewriter Lego that I made.
Yeah, let me type something on it. Look, it says.
Isn't she pretty?
I think people can't see it, so I'm gonna read it. Every big idea starts small.
Very nice. Okay. Yeah, we have a whole Lego shelf.
Why don't you just type something else?
Titi Ali. Oh, my nieces that are half Puerto Rican call me Titi Kali.
AB1144. Okay, that's my number, and this is my code.
If you have time, could you please come on live for absolutely come online for motivation on fast days during the challenge. It really helps me. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. That is the whole goal. Sir,
Bye.
Can you plug that back in before you end my live?
Why is it?
Oh my gosh. You know what? Skedaddle. Giddy up. Go. Do you need an icy?
No.
And this is Avery. Say hi. Avery, what are you doing? This is Avery. He's angsty. And these are maturing. He's 9. He's 6. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. Okay, you guys got to go. I have to focus now. Thank you.
Bye.
This is going to be a short live, y'all. I can't. Titi Veronica here in Miami. You look so good since I started following your channel. Thank you so much, Frank. That is sweet of you. Your boys are hilarious. My daughter is Ari. Yeah. Oh, you're a Pisces. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Use suggestions of eat days, what to eat. Okay. Do you have suggestions of what to eat? What I would tell you to eat on feast days, protein and fiber. If you could keep that in mind, you'll be wonderful, okay? Every meal, focus on protein and fiber. The protein will keep you full. The fiber will keep your tummy flat. Obviously, it'll also lower your cholesterol and clear out your colon, prevent cancer, those things. But it keeps my tummy flat because it removes excess waste. And when you're able to excrete every day, you'll get creamy skin. Yeah, you get rid of the toxins and whatever, fecal matter is hanging out, whatever that stuff. But the skin, you get great skin. So yeah, the health, that's cute and whatever. But the vanity, okay, protein, muscles right, You don't want to lose muscle because that is a possibility. I think of fasting a lot like taking a GLP-1, because sometimes that content comes across my For You page, and I find that their suggestions for what to eat is very similar for what to eat on a fast day. Even the benefits, the decreasing in inflammation, regulation of blood sugars. The girlies over there, they're having electrolytes. They're having they're staying hydrated. They're having fiber and protein because you don't want to lose muscle. You don't want to lose muscle. You don't want to lose muscle. Protein and fiber. Okay, and that could apply to any kind of diet, which is vegan, vegetarian. Uh, what's the one with the O? My brain is not working. What the hell is the one with the O? Omnivore. There you go. Carnivore. That's the thing about carnivore. It's like I can't get down with no fiber. Like that just sounds wild to me. Because fiber is incredibly important. That is just too much protein to not be balanced out with some form of fiber. And it's nothing against, clearing up health issues, but then you might be forming others because of like fiber is so important. Mr. Short Stroke and his thirst has arrived. I love that for me. Call me, should we work out while we're doing the 14-day challenge? I also have that in the PDF, what you can do. On fast days, take it easy. Nothing too strenuous, nothing that revs up the appetite. On feast days, you can go to the gym, you could run, you can lift weights, you can lift heavier weights, you can be very, active that day. On fast days, you don't want to do that because you will end up like being delirious. You're missing the file? Oh, no, I'm missing the life. When I tell you, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night and I'm doing so much today, like my brain isn't working right now. I have to go to bed early tonight. Y'all, that when you're doing your fasting, the best thing you could do is go to sleep. I know it's hard, especially when experiencing insomnia. If you need something to add to your ADF to get list, make it be electrolytes, fasting electrolytes. Okay, don't get what's the name? Liquid IV. That shit is trash. That shit is Kool-Aid. Okay. If you are not fasting, have at it. On fast days, liquid IV is a Kool-Aid, glorified Kool-Aid. All right. It's very high calorie. And I don't even think the components within it are even that significant. Your electrolytes should have these three things. It should have magnesium, potassium, sodium. Those three make a quality electrolyte. If it doesn't have these three things, it's playing games with you. It's Kool-Aid. Fasting electrolytes, you will need, if you want to do the Celtic salt or the pink Himalayan salt, do that. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. It's too dark. Please put on the light. I would like you to turn on the light. Turn on the light, sweetie. I want you to get magnesium glycinate. Okay, you're gonna need it in order to have restful sleep. You're gonna take 2 in the day and 2 at night. But listen, always go to your doctor first. I am not a medical professional. You are going to want to ensure that your body can handle it. Make sure your blood blood work can handle magnesium, and go for quality magnesium. All right. I love Bioptimizer's magnesium. It's pricey, but it is quality with a hard T. If you are getting supplements, get quality supplements. And I really don't even like buying supplements on Amazon. I like going to the vitamin store, not Walmart, not the drugstore. I like going to Vitamin Shop where they have high quality supplements. And when you are getting supplements, right, look past tablets. Tablets should be a no-go. I don't like tablets. Why? Because most of us have very weak stomach acid. We are not processing our food, much less a hard tablet to go down and break down fully before we poop it out. Get you a capsule and or a liquid. You will feel it 10 times more. Capsules, the little silicone shell will dissolve, and you'll feel it. You'll feel it within 30 minutes. Tablets could never. All right. Ignore tablets. Tablets are cheap garbage made with fillers. Okay. No quality vitamin supplement will be a tablet. And that's why they're so cheap. They're like $5 for $5 at CVS or something. That's not, no. Also on your list of things to get, you want to make sure you get your teas, your coffee, herbal teas. Your teas should not taste like fruits. Your teas should not taste like honey chai. Your tea should not taste like peach candy. Your tea should be of use. Your tea should be peppermint. It should be ginger, dandelion, green tea. It should have benefits that when you drink it, you can know you're doing something good for your body. All right. It shouldn't be a delight on your tongue. It doesn't have to be bad either, but if it tastes too good, it's going to evoke a insulin response, and thus your body will start the wave of, oh, this human is about to eat. Let's ramp it up and prepare. But that's not true. You were just having tea. Shh. You were just having tea, and now all of a sudden your body's preparing for a meal. And now you have to ride that hunger wave out just because you had some fruity tea. All right. If you're a coffee drinker, your coffee, have black coffee, dark roast, medium roast, blonde roast, whatever the roast is. It shouldn't be hazelnut, no chocolate, no mocha, none of that, no caramel, puff. Please, no. You can have a splash of creamer as long as it's under 50 calories. I put all of that in the PDF so you can denote like whether you want to follow the clean fasting, the strict fasting, the treat fasting, whether you want to dry fast. That's your business. You can fast however you want to. There's no such thing as 500 calorie ADF. That is against the law. I don't know who made that up. It must have been the person that was jealous about OMAD. And if you have 500 calories, you are no longer doing alternate day fasting. It's nothing wrong with it, right? But it's just not ADF. It is OMAD. 500 calories is it's an entire meal. It's an entire meal. Okay, so if you're doing the challenge, do the challenge. Just do it. It's 14 days. Can you make it 14 days? If you can't make it 14 days, honestly, like next month is June. It's already May to me. Next month is June. Next thing you know, the spaghetti straps are out. Okay. Are you comfortable with your arms? Are you comfortable with the rolls on your back? Are you comfortable with your thighs rubbing? Are you comfortable with your anklet being too tight on your ankle? Are you comfortable? Are your boobs sweating too much? Are your neck rolls bothering you? Now's the time to start shedding. You still have time. You still have time. let me tell you something. If you were doing TikTok during that November period when all the girls were talking about winter arc, you probably wouldn't even be here right now. I was down with the winter arc. I was down with the winter arc, and now I'm not scrambling to feel good in a summer dress. I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself because I hunkered down. And it's not to shame anybody that didn't do it or missed that window, but you said something to yourself and you followed through, and that's so important. Building trust with yourself is one of the most important virtues that you can accomplish in your life. Trusting yourself will literally save your life because as women, we have inherent intuition for survival, mainly because we have offspring. We nurture our offspring, so our intuition is keen. But living in this modern day society, which every time I think of modern day society, I think of like an essay I'm about to write. In today's modern day society, women are hella productive. We have been taught to be nice, uh, follow the rules. We've been taught the word of God and how to turn the other cheek and all this stuff that has made us abandon ourselves, right? And put others first and us dead last. And then we bawl at nighttime because we have no one to take care of us, no one to hug us. We're out of shape, we're unhappy, we're not living our dreams, we're we're in bad places, and we feel victimized. But you are never a victim. You never have to be a victim in your life because you have all the power, will, and authority to make your life as beautiful as you want it to be. But you have to start by trusting yourself to make the wise decisions, to say no to any situation that your inner child doesn't feel correct with. If you wouldn't have it for your child, don't do it for yourself. And that's why I love to implement the inner child reparenting into my messages, because if I wouldn't do it for my kids, if I wouldn't put my kids in that situation, if I wouldn't put a person around my kids, if I could tell my kids, hey, have 2 cookies and then it's bedtime, I need to do that for myself too. Okay? Because not only do you love, nurture, and have joy with children, but you also teach them discipline. So you can't discipline your children and not discipline yourself. It makes no sense. You are abandoning yourself. You have to build trust with yourself. And that's why I said you have to leave the scale alone and believe that what you're doing is working. Why you need the scale? It's to validate yourself because you don't trust yourself. You need to see that what you're doing is making a difference. It's making a difference, I promise you. You don't need an outcome or output to prove it. You are validated just in your actions. All right. I know us smart, hardworking women that grew up into high achieving women. We have this worthiness of we have issues with worthiness. Our worthiness is tied into how much we can achieve, how much we can accomplish, what we can do, how much we make, how much we have. But our existence alone is enough. Like we are enough and we deserve just by existing. I don't know where that came from, but I felt like I needed to say it. Anywho, today was very hard for me though. I was actually surprised I didn't break my fast and East Indian mango was tempting. Sound like my mom. She'll amputate a leg for a mango. Thank you for my boys. You love my book? Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so happy. By the way, I stopped promoting my book just because me and the publisher have parted ways. So in the year of 2025, I stopped promoting it. But for those who still have it and still purchase it, it's still available. Please feel free if it's still available. How do you eat enough fiber? For breakfast, you can have oats. You can have a fiber supplement. I like to add the psyllium husk to smoothies. Chia seeds are a great source of fiber. So if you want to have a chia seed pudding, high protein, high fiber. For lunch, I love to add chickpeas to whatever. So if I'm having, say, a protein and rice, I'll throw some chickpeas on it, extra fiber. I will throw chickpeas in a salad. I will have a scoop of a supplement. If you are new to fiber, don't go too hard because your body needs to adjust to an increase in fiber. For dinner, potatoes. Potatoes are the forgotten child. I love me a potato. Potatoes are fat-free, they're low calorie, they're incredibly satiating. You can have them 50 ways. They're cheap. They gave us French fries. Like, how could you be mad? Potatoes. Root vegetables are a great source of fiber. Get your sweet potatoes. I'm a hashtag rice is life girl, but the root vegetables are really doing it. Beans, add beans, root vegetables. Feel free to get the Metamucil or the Benefiber. I love Bellway. I get Bellway from Amazon. I do some Bellway. I like to mix it with my Kiala greens. I like to mix it with Kiala greens and just drink it down. And that's a good 12 grams of fiber right there. It's really easy to skip out on fiber. That's why it needs to be a conscious effort. Fiber is really easy to forego. I remember when I was plant-based vegan for a year before I had my first son. TMI, I had the best bowel movements ever. Like the best bowel movements. And let me tell you something, and I think we can all relate. There's nothing more satisfying than a full bowel movement. Not a little piece here or something that you feel wasn't finished or, hard and constipated or loose stool. When I tell you like a snake wrapping around in the toilet, listen, we're all adults here. A snake wrapping around in the toilet and it's all out. You literally feel like you could fly. I believe I could fly. Whoo! I forgot who I was singing. Listen, that song is the song. The song is the song. But fiber is incredible. It was easy to hit fiber goals when I was plant-based vegan because when you're plant-based vegan, you just have a lot of whole, unprocessed food. And I'm saying plant-based vegan instead of just vegan because I was eating a lot of whole foods. I had just finished watching Forks Over Knives, and it scared the crap out of me. And I stopped eating meat the day after. And me and my partner, we went on a plant-based vegan diet and did it for an entire year. I was very thin. I wouldn't say I was very thin, but I was one of my lowest weights. Maybe got down to like 175 at that point. So yeah, beans, root vegetables, supplements. Colleen, what kind of workouts do you do? Presently, I love doing YouTube workouts. I do Chloe Ting and I do Eleni Fit, Olivia Lawson. Those are my three girls. Chloe Ting has those classic workouts, and she has a wonderful app with amazing I love Chloe Ting. I've been doing Chloe Ting maybe 2018. Olivia Lawson, she has great strength workouts, like at-home strength workouts. And Eleni Fit, I love me some Eleni Fit. She has great, easy beginner workouts that if you're in a time crunch and you need a 15-minute standing Pilates workout, or you need a 10-minute fat burning workout. I remember doing those when I was on my cruise. Just in my room. It didn't take up much space. She has ones that if you want to lay down the entire time, if you want to stand up the entire time, if you want 30 minutes, if you want 10 minutes, if you just want stretch, if you just want Pilates, if you want cardio, if you want fat burning, if you want walking. I love Eleni Fit. And then I just signed up back for the gym. So I've been going to the gym. Literally, I've gone to the gym twice and did weights. My hunger is already back up. I'm like, oh my God. And the thing is, I'm not even doing hypertrophy training, which is progressive overload. I'm just doing like endurance training right now because I'm not trying to grow muscle. You can't really grow muscle if you're in a calorie deficit. But I definitely do want to make sure I'm toned. I want to have a perky butt. Like, I don't need a big, juicy donkey centaur butt. I don't, like, for one, that's not even something that's appealing to me anymore. It's very, I realized it was male centered. I don't care to, I want to be sleek. I want to be the best me. Hey! So I'm back in the gym lifting moderate weights, not heavy, not light, moderate, especially for my lower body. So that's what I'm doing on fast, and of course walking. Well, I walk all the time, especially now that it's warming up. The sun is out. I love vitamin D the natural way. Walk. If you want to lose weight fast, walk. At least 7,000 steps a day. At least. Okay. For me, the difference maker is 14K because that's just for me. I realize 10K is nothing anymore. 14K, that's when I'm doing something. But it's very hard. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to wake up in the morning to get an early walk in. This Lyme disease has me like just tired. I'm so cold. I feel like Rose in the water on Titanic. Why are you so cold? Being cold is that means you're losing fat, so that's good. What are some natural foods or remedies to relieve constipation? Miralax doesn't work for me. I love having Kiala greens. Like, it really helps me. I even gave it to my sons and they work. A green supplements with like some kind of probiotic supplement. I love, you know what really was really good? Align. That's really good. ALIGN. You can find it at any pharmacy. It's pricey, but it's very good. And water. You need water. You can't relieve constipation without water. You can't have all this fiber without water. You can't flush out your system without water. So don't eat all these things and you're not having water to accompany it. It won't work. Fiber only works with sufficient water. Yeah, the 50 calories on fast day, if you check out the PDF, information is there. I'll tell you everything that's allowed, okay? You're rounding up a 65-hour fast. Why were you fasting for 65 hours? I'm curious. What were you curing? I caught a live. Hi, Antonia. You should be asleep. Thank you for introducing me to ADF. I love Dr. Mindy, but as a fellow Jamaican, your delivery is just chef's kiss. Oh. Speaking of Jamaican, somebody told me that ChatGPT speaks patois. Why did I ask ChatGPT to speak Jamaican to me? And it just told me all kind of patois. I was like, weird. ChatGPT, where come from? Trelawney. Saint Anne. When I tell you ChatGPT was over here preaching to me in patois. I said, no, sir. They're on to us. They're on to us. Listen, at this point on the resume, I'm going to put I speak 2 languages. F all that. I'm going to get hired by the FBI. They're going to send me to Jamaica as a translator, and I speak 2 languages. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? If I could put into Google Translate and put Jamaican as a language to translate to, that means it's a language. I don't want to hear about no dialect. You hear the babies, they ain't babies. Hi, Jasmine. Hi, gorgeous. My question to you is regarding ADF and ADHD meds. How do you know that it's truly your discipline running the show on fast days and not appetite suppressive effects of meds? How do you know it's truly your discipline? Listen, the thing about when you're on ADHD meds is they give you different dosages. I found a dosage for me that it doesn't erase your appetite. It dampens it. It dampens it. Like I could still eat, but the thing about what I noticed being on Vyvanse, the ADHD med, right, is that it kind of cancels the food noise. So it's not that it suppresses my appetite. I'm able to focus on something else that I truly, I'm supposed to eat. If it was morning and you put a breakfast in front of me while on an ADHD med, I will eat it. If the breakfast isn't there, I'm not thinking about eating it. In the back of my head, I know that, hey, I need to eat breakfast. But in the front of my head, I'm thinking about the things that are priority first. And then when I'm ready to, I will, or remember to, I will eat. So when I was fasting, for one, I will tell you this. When I was fasting, I only had Vyvanse on fast days. I didn't have it on feast days because I didn't want my appetite impacted. I only had Vyvanse on fast days. And that was helpful to me too, because I didn't want to become too used to the dependency of it. But you're going to need discipline. You're going to need discipline. You're going to need discipline. It's a tool, but it's not. It also runs out. If you take it really early, by 7:00, which is the worst time for me, it's over. It only lasts but so long. So then I really have to use discipline. I'm like, so you have to find the right time to take it so you have it throughout the day and it's working throughout the day. I actually have been off of it for 3 weeks because my doctor had to prescribe me the generic. My CVS just told me it's ready. I still haven't picked it up yet. So I've been 3 weeks. My appetite is a little up there, especially now that I'm strength training again, but it's possible. Like, it's possible. The thing about Vyvanse is not, you don't need it. You don't need it. It's not like a drug where you're like, oh my God, I'm going through withdrawals. It's like, it's nice to have. It's really nice to have because I'm so efficient on Vyvanse. Like, I will make a list and get through everything on the list. I used to take Vyvanse, especially when I was doing 5Ks. I could run to Canada and back. It just, when I was working overnight, if I didn't have my Vyvanse, I would literally have to go home. I'd have to go home because I felt so deliriously tired and I couldn't focus. I had no strength. When I'm on Vyvanse, I feel like Superwoman. I feel like Superwoman. What happened? Yeah, you can. Okay. So yeah, I hope that helped your question. They're having a blast. I'm so like, ugh, this is not going to be very long. Today's my feast day. After breakfast, I cannot eat another real meal. I essentially have one meal a day. Garrett's popcorn. Okay. I just bought a bag of Smart Food popcorn. It is my favorite snack. Smart Food popcorn, the white cheddar one, is my favorite salty snack. Rice Krispies treats are my favorite sweet snack. I don't know why I felt the need to tell you that. You have to close the freezer, baby. Push it in. Thank you, Shavanya. My feast day went much better. I started with bone broth, then basic salad, chicken. My tummy was happy. That sounds delicious. What you want?
I'm just watching you.
You just watching me?
Yes.
When I tell you this is the funniest guy I know. He's hilarious. He just turned 6 too. I knew from the time he doesn't take away anything from my other child, but I knew from the day he was born, he was different. And I told that to his dad like the second day in the hospital. I was like, he's different. For one, his eyes were just like shaped like this weird almond. And I was like, this is interesting. But the eyes were so alert. And he was just like, he was looking around like he's like, I've been here before. Something about them Pisces, they're old souls. He's so funny. Get out of here, skedaddle. Anyways. I start my feast day with Greek yogurt and berries. That sounds actually delicious. What I've been loving is getting Greek yogurt and pouring in some mixed berries, the frozen mixed berries. That's been my favorite treat. It's that protein. The protein helps. Do you fast 24 hours or 36? It's 36 hours because you're including the day. So 24 hours is a day plus 8 hours when you sleep equals 36. You open your capsule. Yes. I used to do that for my hair, skin, and nails. It was too effective. Drinking alcohol tonight. Will I be okay to begin the challenge? It will definitely make your challenge harder. I will let you know that. In the presence of alcohol is the absence of fat burning. Avery, why your face have to be all up in the camera? You're distracting the people, them. No eat baby on camera. Felicia, I just had popcorn on my...
You did not just have popcorn.
I'm reading. Oh, she's answering somebody. Hi, beautiful. Hi, honey. What do you do when you can't eat enough on your feast day? I drink water with electrolytes, but I feel weak on fast day. I know it's from me not eating enough on feast day. So you already know. You already know what's going to happen. Whatever you do eat, you have to make it really count. Make it protein rich. Guys, if you are not prepping your feast days, you are setting yourself up. You don't have to eat past your comfort level or eat more than necessary, but what you do eat needs to be very nutrient dense. Don't come over here, baby, because you're gonna trip the thing out.
Why?
No, yeah, the plug. It has to be nutrient dense. It has to be nutrient dense. So whatever you do end up eating, just make sure protein fiber. Okay. I know your appetite is very regulated. You drink rise mushroom coffee. I've always wanted to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have a lot of ADHD
Hey,
comments.
Mr. Lollipop.
Hey, my question to you is regarding ADF and ADHD meds. How do you know? Oh, you already asked that. Did you ask it twice? Okay. You asked it twice. I can make it 14 days. I plan to be ADF for several months. I've got a lot of weight to lose. Yeah. You feel better?
Me?
It's 8:30. Okay.
My tummy's not hurting anymore.
I'm glad your tummy's not hurting. Yeah, so it took me 8 months to lose 60 pounds. And it took a while because I was on and off. I was stretching it out. I was living life. I was drinking and backing in and out, but it took time. Your journey is going to take time. I'm going to dedicate a video to time, and that's important because y'all want incredible results and doing mediocre work. Make it make sense. My secret weapon that gets me through hard times, whether I'm fast. I don't have a secret weapon. I'm reading. My secret weapon that gets me through hard times, whether I'm fasting or not, is watching Colleen's Let's 2025 Be the Last Year You Spend Fat. Oh, really? It's time to graduate live stream. Oh, you know what? I get a lot of applause for that video. I'm glad that it's still effective. Thanks, Joe. The first few cycles are the toughest. It definitely gets easier. This is very random and pretty off topic, but if you feel comfortable, can you share what you do for work? Do you work from home? Okay, so I'm a data analyst. I work for a logistics company, one of the largest logistics company in the world. And if you know, you know. I'm not going to put them on blast. I have a hybrid schedule. I work in office 3 days a week. Mandatory Tuesday, and the other 2 I could choose whenever. And I work from home remote 2 days. And I climbed the corporate ladder. I started off loading trucks, then became a oh my God. And then I became a supervisor of the people that loaded trucks. And then I scoured and climbed my way out of operations into corporate. Okay, you gotta go. Go take your phone and skedaddle. I'll talk to you a little bit, okay? I'm almost done. So yeah, to be honest, I'm a part-time parent as well. They are physically with their dad, and I have them every Wednesday and every other weekend. That's why I have so much time. This came out of a very messy separation and a spiteful court custody. At the time when I was working overnight, I didn't have the schedule to have them full time, and we ended up keeping that schedule. And so, yeah, I have my children every Wednesday and every other weekend. What?
Does people want to see a bottle flip?
No, they don't. But I hope that helped.
Yes, I do. Let me do it. Where's the
I
bottle?
have to extend my ADF. One of my Ys is September cruise for my 60th birthday. Are you a Virgo? Love. There's a book by Dr. Verratti that she calls the Every Other Day Diet, and her protocol allows 500 calories on down days. I have her book, not to negate your challenge rules, but it's a thing. No, I know it's a thing. Do I believe it's alternate day fasting? I don't. Fasting has no food. There's no food in fasting. That is just the bottom line. I know there's doctors, there's lawyers, there's no food in fasting, point blank, period. And if you need the food, that's okay. That's okay. Any extended amount of time fasting is beneficial. But you just want to make sure you're sticking to the pattern of whatever you're doing. So if it's alternate day fasting, you eat every other day. If you're OMAD, you have 1 meal a day. It's all good. Just whatever you're doing, just be consistent. You learn to embrace your inner bitch. What did I say that sparked that? Are you okay? Can you pick this up and put in the garbage?
Okay. I'm your assistant.
This replay is atrocious. I am so sorry. This is why I don't do lives with them. Why are your feet on the wall?
That's why they say I'm funny. funny.
No, I said you're funny. They don't know anything about your funniness. Turn off the light. I'm scrambling right now to look a little better for summer. You're loving my locks? Thank you. Tomorrow, first day of the challenge is a feast day. Once again, you can download the PDF, and I'm going to, Ari, baby. Okay. I'm talking to our friends. Listening skills. Yes, potatoes are the lowest calorie food for satiation. You why don't you have the one with that I have originally, the lime ones? Avery, why are you taking 2? And you left the freezer open. What is the matter with y'all? Why are you taking 2?
Because I want that, but I'm blind.
Take the big ones. Those ones I got for Ari because he doesn't like the Aldi ones. You love sweet potatoes. I want to lose 10 pounds already. Lost a lot. I keep eating because you're a human. I have 3 weeks to lose 10 pounds for men. For my wedding, is it possible with ADF? How many calories? If you are gonna lose, if you lose the weight, are you gonna fit into the dress? Like, is your dress custom? Do you have time for alterations? Excited to get my eval for ADHD and get Vyvanse. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you because, for a lot of people, it's not easy to get prescribed. I was very grateful that I had an open-minded young doctor, female doctor, that she located in Brooklyn, and cool, just really cool. How do we fast going to an active job? You just do. I had an active job too. I worked overnight. Didn't I tell you to skedaddle? Look, your plate. You need to put your plate inside the throw away the rest. I had an active job. I worked overnight at my packing company from 2 to 9, 2 a.m. to 9 a.m. And when I tell you, they literally say, like, when you're signing up to work there, get paid to work out. I would easily make 10,000 steps at the end of the shift and still have the rest of the day to walk. 10,000 steps at the end of the shift. And it was a part-time job. It wasn't easy, but I knew that this extra activity was burning up my sugar stores. Because that's the thing about like exercising. If you want to go into a fast more easily, you could either A, make it low carb, be low carb on feast days or at least your dinner. And or B, you can burn sugar by like doing a run, high intensity interval training, or something high impact that will allow you to burn sugar. If you just walk, you're going to burn fat. If you do something high impact, you're going to burn sugar. And when you burn sugar, you're able to get into ketosis faster. So I just knew that I was burning up, sugar. ADF is changing my life. Waist speed's dropping. That's awesome. Forget the scale. I see it and I feel it. That's all that matters. Still scared to open diet up to carbs, but want to embrace rice and potatoes like old friends. Yeah, don't demonize anything that is whole. Whole foods are not the demon. Our portion size are. Our portion sizes are ridiculous. Let that sink in. It is not the food. If it's whole, like a good old baked potato, not fried, not smothered in butter, not covered in cheese, just a good old baked potato, maybe with a pat of butter, is fine. It's when we want to have 3 potatoes and smother it in cheese and have the sour cream, sprinkle the chai, that's too much. Okay, that's the problem. The more whole you keep food, the more your fat will just run off of your body. The less processed you keep your food, the easier fat will melt off of your body. And that's what you want. You don't want to lose weight. You want to lose fat, y'all. Fat is key. Fat is key. Because when you lose fat,
I said I want to feel my tummy.
feel your tummy.
No, fill my tummy with food.
You're filled. You had a whole bowl of rice and chickpeas.
But if you have too much calories in here, we can feed.
Okay, you're I'm taking away your funny card. You're not funny anymore.
No.
Is Metamucil with sugar okay? I wouldn't have it on fast. I wouldn't have it on fast days at all. On my feast days, I have diarrhea after I eat. Not sure why. Your body's just like readjusting. You're probably one of the few that are sensitive to a shorter fast. I can go 36 hours and have a burger. Some people can go 36 hours and can barely have like oatmeal. Thank you, honey. I'll take it. I got it.
How does it do?
Okay, can you move from over here, please?
Okay.
I would really appreciate it.
You're gonna go with the other stuff.
I know you don't have to. I would like you to get ready for bed. That's what I would like you to do. That's what I'm yearning for. Complete bowel movement. Terzepatide constipates me. Yeah, you have to have fluids. Ari. 5, 4, 3. You got a rebounder trampoline. It's so fun. That sounds fun. That does sound fun. You love a good walk, especially outdoors. Slims my legs. Look tight and right. That's the goal. Tight and right. Slim, slender, lean. The goal is like lean out. To lean out. Not just to lose weight. You could lose weight and still look fluffy. You want to look lean. You want to look taller by the time you're done. You know how much taller I look? I was already tall, but because I was big, I was shaped like a refrigerator. When you lean out, you look taller because now the horizontal is going away and you're looking more vertical. Let me see if I could find something else. Where's that photo? Here. There we go. You look taller when you're lean. Doesn't matter your height. You could be 5'2". All right. Decrease the horizontal to increase the vertical. Lean. Lean out. Eating high fiber veggies will, yeah, cucumbers are awesome. I had watermelon before every meal when I went on vacation on the cruise. I was pooping my brain out.
Pooping your brain out.
I don't need a parrot. Which vitamin D do I take? I take micro ingredients, 10,000. Yeah, 10,000 IUs. I don't take it daily though. I take it every other day. I was in the winter, like the winter, taking 50,000. But it's called micro ingredients, and I love the packaging. It comes in like a foil packet, and it comes with like 360 little pearls. I love it, love it. I love micro ingredients. That is a great brand. They have the most unique supplements. And when I tell you I love supplements, I could take supplements all day. I don't know why. I've always loved supplements. I don't know why. I just always feel like I like doing things for my inside. Because what you do for your insides always shows through the outside, right? If you're miserable on the inside, you always look like you're miserable on the inside. You see Maleficent, even when Angelina Jolie played Maleficent, she's Angelina Jolie. She's stunning. But because Maleficent was an evil, wicked demon creature of a character, her wickedness showed on the outside. So the beauty was covered by a layer of a veil of evil. That's how a lot of people look through in this world. Like you can tell when people have warm spirits, and you can tell when people bad mind. You could just, if you just open your eyes, especially us as women, we are very discerning. I think the horrible part is we ignore discernment. Why? Because we want to be nice. When I tell you nice is not smart. Nice people are stupid. You want to be kind. You want to use your judgment. It's not good to be judgmental, but you have to have judgment. All right, you have to make decisions that will protect you. You can't, as I said, stop abandoning yourself in order to accommodate others. You will always end up dead last. And coming in dead last will leave you like my before picture. You're on, oh, wow, we're having a lot of Vive answers come in. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad. And it's not to say that you need drugs, but it's to say that you don't have to struggle. That's all. That's all I'm saying. A lot of people finally, found a prescription that helped them finally make better choices in food and exercise. Some people, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now, okay? If people wanted to, they would. I need you to understand that. I made a comment. I'm going to see if I could find this comment on TikTok, because I think that the comment was about Meg the Stallion. It was about Meg the Stallion. I'm going to see if I could find it. How Meg the Stallion was like kind of disappointed with her hotties, and she made some kind of live or whatever. Then they were talking about how she probably had like lipo or whatever. And I wish I could find this comment that I made. But anyways, it was about people will find ways to invalidate your beauty. And that's why sometimes you need to gatekeep, because it's not that they want to know so they could do it themselves. They want to know so they could throw it in your face. You understand? If people wanted to grow their hair long or have long hair, they could do that. If people wanted to lose weight, they could do that. If people wanted to have a fat ass and a small waist, they can do that. There's Google, there's the library, there's word of mouth. Anybody can accomplish anything they want in this day and age. Going online to talk about others and what they have and have not done is weird behavior. Even if Meg the Stallion got 15 lipos, 3 BBLs, and 2 no jobs and a revision, the outcome is beautiful. The outcome is beautiful. But instead of thinking about the outcome being beautiful, they want to take time to say, this is why she's beautiful. She's only beautiful because she did this, this, that, and that. It's not natural. It's not something unattainable. You can attain it too. Just like she bought it. You're not ugly. You're just broke. That's why you see these celebrities, they don't say nothing. Because y'all ask for transparency and then throw it in people's face. And when I say y'all, I'm just saying the general public. You ask for transparency and then you use it against them. People don't have to tell you any of their business. I need you to know that. People don't have to tell you where they went, what they bought, who they got it from, where they're going. They don't have to tell you nothing, especially if you're a stranger on the internet. All right? People tell you things out of kindness or genuine excitement or just sharing. But sometimes it's okay to gatekeep. People don't need to know what you're doing. Sometimes people just want a way to say, see, that's how she did it. That's why she looks the way she does. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. She's taking drugs. I knew it. See, and this is why I'm not even going to start, because I knew it was all a lie. If people wanted to, they would. My outcome doesn't impact anybody. I swear to you. I swear to you. I don't know where that rant came from, but you don't have to tell people your business. Why did I say all that? Why am I still on this live? I take magnesium every day. I take chewy magnesium at night because it's just easy to pop, and I take 2 capsules in the morning. Me and magnesium go together real bad. Your son is your mini. Oh, thank you. I'm ready for feast day. I cooked stir-fried steak, broccoli, potato salad, quiche, baked chicken, and Spanish rice. Spanish rice sounds so good right now. Mouth watering. Oh, I have 30 pounds to lose. I am 175, but I'm only 5'4". My healthy BMI is 145. I haven't been that weight in 15 years, but I'm excited. Good. I love it when people lose weight and get aspirationally thin. That makes me so joyful. Like when people don't just lose weight, but they look like they never had a weight problem in the first place. That makes my nipples hard, to be honest. It makes me so happy when people go all the way the hell there. Like, go all the way. I can't even describe how joyful it makes me. When people lose so much weight, it looks like they never had a weight problem. Do you know what a flex that is? The biggest thing that I see that people who lose weight, though, the biggest thing, they don't know how to dress. It's not that they don't have style. They don't know what body to dress for. They keep dressing for the big body. They're people who lost a significant amount of weight, their clothes never fit. And that shit pissed me off. Because I'm like, you look so fire. Why is your clothes baggy here, here, here? And you need to size down, my love. You're not still a size 14. You are a size 6. Act like it. Hell, put on the 4. Y'all lose weight and don't be wearing tight clothes. I need you in tight clothes. Okay, not tight, fitted. I need you in fitted clothes, fitted garments. Please, baby, please. You could always tell when somebody used to be fat because their clothes just be baggy in the weirdest places. Best quote ever: fasting will make you look good in clothes. Strength training will make you look good naked. Yes. If you want the dream body, you have to strength train. Resistance train, because you don't necessarily have to lift weights. Your body weight, calisthenics, you can do bands, you can do kettlebells, you could go to the gym, you could use equipment, whatever form of resistance. You could lift up water gallons, whatever. All right, You have to have muscle tone in order to have a shapely body. You have to have muscle tone in order to have a shapely body. There's nothing sexier on a woman than a great set of gams and a banging back. The booty, we want perky booty. It does. If you have a big old donkey booty, you're winning. You're winning, okay? Because that's always going to be very appealing. It's going to look great in clothes. Perky butt, great gams, and that nice like line down your back. I don't have to work on my arms because my arms are just, I sneeze too hard and they just develop. No need to apologize. The boys are okay. Thank you. I work night shift. Thank you for letting me know. Again?
Yes.
Okay. You have 3 boys? Oh my God. Condolences. Oh my God. I can't. You guys have I have to go. I can't. So much. I can't. But once again, check out the PDF. We're starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's a feast day. I will put the link again last time. Go sign up for the Alternate Day Facebook group. I will be checking in there. I don't want to say every day because that's, I should trust myself, right? I'm going to check in to the ADF group every day. I'm just going to scroll through posts. Here's one thing I forgot to mention in the PDF and today. Okay, the Facebook link, it should be somewhere in the chat, but I'm going to put it in the description box. One more thing. Take a picture. Please, 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 please. Even more so than the scale, even more so than measurement. Please, for the love of everything holy, please take a before picture. Please. Please. That's all this is very important. You have to know where you came from in order to know where you're going. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, eh. And then I compare it and I'm like, oh, I've come a long way. All right. You need your before, because your before, it's going to carry you 14 days, 30 days, a month, 6 months. And then one day you'll really you'll look back and be like, wow, look how far I've come. Okay. Please start your before. We love a before picture. And on that note, I'm going to sign out. I have to do mommy things and get these boys ready. School's tomorrow. And I know you probably have the same. All right. So thank you. I will check back in with you tomorrow. See how you're doing. See if you prepared for your feast day. You still have time to get materials and food, especially with the tariffs. Trump tariffs. Don't forget the Trump part. The Trump tariffs. Stock up on your canned goods and your rice. Maybe even toilet paper. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.